Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, Mr. Secretary, for your testimony today. The President's budget talks about almost $500 billion in investment in surface transportation system, about $50 billion to create infrastructure jobs right now. You noted that there are over 2 million fewer construction workers on the job, and that with historically low interest rates, this would make it inexpensive for communities to begin infrastructure spending right away. In contrast, we've got a transportation bill before the House, but our House Republican leadership is proudly proclaiming that it doesn't create any jobs. And rather than invest in mass transit, they are actually defunding, in their proposal, the transportation funds altogether. Now, I disagree with that Republican approach, and I agree with you that infrastructure investments are the best way to create jobs right now. Can you provide some insights into that discussion and the President's proposal to create jobs through infrastructure spending?
Absolutely. I think that any American, and if you certainly talk to any business, recognize that we're living with a terribly degraded, very inefficient infrastructure across the country. Transportation infrastructure, roads, bridges, rail, airports. And that degraded infrastructure imposes a tax on American business. It makes it more expensive to run a business in the United States than it should be. And it is very important we put together a long-term, multi-year plan to improve the quality of that basic infrastructure. It's good for jobs now. It's good for growth in the future. It makes business more efficient, more competitive. You have to do it in a responsible way. We're proposing to do it by adding to the traditional funding mechanisms, using a modest amount of the savings we get from winding down the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. Now, there are some people who are going to say we can't afford to do that, and I don't agree with that. It is a good investment, has very high returns, will help raise long-term growth, and again, it's very good for getting more people back to work sooner, particularly people in the construction industry that are hurt most by the crisis.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.